Rossfield Manor. Oh, they made it.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
I mean, you look just like your dad, so probably.
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
With his sword and all. Or axe, sorry.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
Yeah.
Clive Rossfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue!
Where's my sword, Chet? It disappeared.
You would mock me as well?
Oh,
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot,
there is no sword.
loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil, the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
I take it was something they used to do when they were younger. Don't trip.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still?
Aw, there we go.
Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that
Aw,
thou
he's
might see
crying.
thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
Aw.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
Don't
You
think.
can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach.
Exactly. You don't think he's gonna let you go without food, do you?
Sit.
I swear, if Uncle dies,
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
the good plates. That was cute.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother.
Aww. I doubt it. The Empire's pretty strong.
All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have.
We're gonna get a ship.
I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim.
Good thing I'm a fool.
But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Aw.
Is that true?
Is that true? Yeah.
It's not untrue.
Yeah,
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
Well, if it's his greatest failing, that's okay. He can have that one. Honest to a
The one
fault.
thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy. But now you're quite the outlaw.
Well, you know.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass.
Oh, I like him.
This will be fun.
Why is Jill looking very sad, chat? Jill? You better not betray us, Jill. I swear. No, no, no. You are not allowed.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
I hope she's only feeling sad, okay?
Something on your mind?
There's a lot of things on her mind.
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice.
Tara.
Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand?
I do.
I want to choose a different path, a better path.
That's good. We like that path.
To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
Okay. And how would you like me to do that?
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
God, they are too cute together, chat.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
How is she exactly gonna atone, though? You should really clarify on...
Just promise me that you won't die with it.
There you go, Clive. Promise him? She didn't
No.
promise.
Let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
See, I think they're so good. Their relationship dynamic is so good. All right, where are we going now? I guess I should have read about his uncle. I was just enjoying.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom.
Younger brother of the late Archduke Elwyn and Warden of Port Isolde. After the duchy was incorporated into the empire and Byron stripped of his titles, he shut himself away in his manor and gladly volunteered every gill of the onerous taxes and tariffs with which he was newly burdened, all to avoid drawing the emperor's ire, and to keep their attentions from his support for the guardians of the flame. Okay.
Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of quests. Okay, first, let's go to... I guess we'll go here.
I
Do you
didn't
need me
take
to
you for a
feed more
scholarly
people?
van.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
It looks like we're gonna go find him
If
some
it's
meat.
my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Sure.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient.
Chocobo.
A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Is it gonna be those plants with the violet or the purple flower on top of their head? Is it those things? What do you think about the new League event? I don't think it started, right? I haven't looked at it in terms of like actually logging into the game to play it, but it might be cool. That might be cool. Seems like they're trying to do something different.
Clive. So, what'll it be?
You're buying that Samara skin? Nice. Okay, none of these are as good.
Anything else?
Eventually, I'm gonna have to upgrade those.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
An apple a day. Lad from the yard ran up a basket of martels just this morning, sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze they were. I told myself I was only going to have one, but I reckon if no one else listens to old Otto, I don't have to either. You let Nigel and his lot know they're doing a fine job. It was a time you'd catch none but Sid supping on these, but for their foul bite. But for him, it never were about the flavor, but about what they represented. Our ability to make it on our own. And look at us now. Sid would be proud. My Lord Marquise, I ask once again for you to forgive my men for your welcome back to the Lazarus. But certainly you can understand that you were the last person any of us were expecting to see at our gates. In the short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be the self-same man I followed into Stillwind those many years ago. A true bearer of your father's legacy. If only Sir Tyler and the Lord Commander and others who were lost that night were still with us to see how bright your flame now burns. To you and your cause, I hereby pledge the swords of the Guardians and am proud to stand alongside you once again. The Delmex and the Imperials are at a standoff. They snarl at each other, fangs bared like slum curs, but neither wants to make the first move. It's almost as if they both realize what a stinking pile of chocobo poop they've stepped in. If I were a man to lay wager, I'd put my copper on this conflict not playing out anytime soon. I shall keep you apprised. Perfect. Oh yeah, we have a nice little balcony, but we can't go down from here, which is like infuriating to me. The fact that I cannot jump off. I do like that we have our nice little red Rosaria flags up here. They posted the vid today. Yeah. I think it sounds cool.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
Same way they never heard about us, I expect.
There are new billets being posted every day. Not
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Hi.
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself.
Uh-oh.
And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while.
He needs more
Normally
booze.
it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time.
Never mind.
Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what you say?
Hi, I will go like...
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge.
Okay.
Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Sounds good. The blacksmith has the blues. So we're gonna go over there and we're gonna yell at him. Be like, I need you to be happy, sir, not sad.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Nice. So we got this berserker ring now.
Here you are.
Cool, cool.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Thank you. What is it? Oh yeah, before I forget, I should probably swap that, huh? Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, it increases as he... Oh, I see. So the more we use Torgal, the more he levels up, quote unquote. I see. I did not realize. There's a new Lux skin soon? Of course, there's a new Lux skin. Oh.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the mother crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies.
Interesting.
Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed.
Oh.
Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. When the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp.
Yeah, that's awkward.
Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island. And with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity.
Yeah, but there's no Ari skin, right?
The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent.
Let's open
making Drostanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill.
Yeah.
I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge.
Oh, we want more than that.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal.
No, it's not, Clive.
Thank you all the same.
No, it's not, Clive. We're gonna burn everything to the ground.
Let's see if Jill's ready.
Here for another of my lectures?
No.
While the Iron Blood may not be your chief concern, you will most certainly be theirs. Be careful, Clive.
I said Ari skin. I said Ari, not Lux. Ari. The one with the 9 tails. That's what I said. No.
First August, and now you. What you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going.
So he's just got that artistic blues, you know? Level 42, nice. The meaning of life.
Blackthorn is a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him.
Your
Assuming you're
cuirass.
happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it.
Why are you saying
First
it
things
like
first,
that?
then. We need to speak to Karen.
Have you stopped doing a side
Monster's
quest?
taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
He's not a monster. He's Torgal.
Nah, just play the game and enjoy it.
Karen.
Don't just try to finish it.
Do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe? Care Northern, that was it.
Time to
Thank
kill a
you, Karen.
griffin.
We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leather worker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Okay then. Doing the side stuff is a lot of fun.
I could have sworn we had a few more. Typical nobles.
How did we never hear?
All right, Nectar. ask about the Griffin site. Oops, wrong one. Did I hear you say you were hoping to hunt down a griffin, Kupo? Then do I have the billet for you? An especially horrible one called Dosmere. Yeah. Okay. Ser Norvent Sandbrick. Okay, let's go die. Can you track? You can't, right? Okay. Do 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 do. Do do do. You're tempted to move the PS5 back into the bedroom so you can put on the new TV. Or you buy a Switch and then you run an HDMI cable all the way to your living room.